Hey, welcome back everyone. It has been about 5 weeks, I think, since I last made a video, but this week's been good. I got back-to-back subs return, one yesterday, Wednesday, and one today, this morning on Thursday. So we're going to share the results. Now, these cards are from multiple viewers, so I appreciate you guys, obviously, for entrusting me with these cards. I'm going to share a little bit more in depth this time around so you guys can see the notes that the folks get from me, and then they can kind of decide what they want to do with it. But hopefully we got some good grades coming. Not sure, but we'll find out together. So hang tight. Let's flip this thing around. Okay, guys, so we're going to get into this. This is from a couple subs, so I have no idea what is what. But we'll start taking a look and see what we can do. First card, it looks like, this is from one of my Instagram buddies. So sent this to me. He sent me two of these. They're in separate subs. 2003-2004 Dwayne Wade Topps Pristine Gold Refractor Rookie. This was originally a PSA 8. I believe it's this one. And we were hoping to get a 9 bump. I did a short on this one. Cleaned up the surface, but there's like 200 corners on this. And I felt like there was a chance to bump it to a 9, but I told him that there's still a possibility to come back an 8 just because of the corners. But the surface cleaned up really nice. So first card we got, PSA 8, so looking the same except with a cleaner surface. All right, next card we have is a 2022, I believe, Topps Chrome Nick Forts. This is a orange refractor. This is from my brother. I thought this one had a good chance of being a 9. There was a small surface print line, but sometimes they catch those, sometimes they don't. But if they didn't, it'd be a 10, but I think they probably would. So I think this was PSA 9. Got PSA 9. Nice cards, though. All right. Next card. Joe Musgrove. Looks like a red refractor. Red Wave, I think this was. Also my brother's. This one looked really clean. I didn't really find anything wrong with it on the front or the back. Let them know. So this one I felt very confident that I would get a 10. And we got a 10. All right. Number to 5. So that's solid. Next one. This is for Jay. So Jay, I just met him through one of my buddies, real estate guys. So had a bunch of cards, gave me something to look at. There's only 3 that I thought he should grade. First one here is I think this is a Topps Chrome Cosmic Supernova Tatis number 5/5. This one, there was a subtle mark, and I'll show you pictures here. There was, it's not like a dimple or anything like that, but there's like a slight print defect. But the way these cards are designed, you may or may not catch it. If they did, I thought it'd be a 9. If they didn't, there's a really good chance at a 10 just because everything else was clean on the card. But we got a 9 on it. So, all right. So, next one. This is also for Jay. This is a Joe Burrow Donruss Downtown. So, this card was pretty beat up when he gave it to me. And I did a little bit of work on it as far as making sure I could take off what I could as far as any kind of surface defects go. So, after that, it cleaned up really nice. Take a look at the pictures. I'm going to put it up here on the screen before I show you guys the card, I guess. And we were hoping for a PSA 10. I thought there's still a 25% chance or so for the 10 after that. Not everything came off, but a majority of it did. So here we go. All right. Look at that. Congrats, Jay. Very nice. This next one also belongs to Jay. This is a Kumar Rocker. Just got Tommy John surgery. It's a refractor auto of his Bowman First. And here's some pictures. And there was scratches everywhere, even along the auto and on the auto. I was able to get all the scratches off, even on the auto. And then I was hoping after that, it looked really good. I thought it had a good chance at a 10. Here's a video of it cleaned up. You can see it did like... It really looked like glass at that point to me. So let's see. All right. PSA 10. Congrats, Jay. All right. Next one. This is also from a viewer here. So 04-05 second year Topps Chrome LeBron James. This was actually a BGS 9, I believe. Let's see. Here we go. It had a 9.5 centering, 9 corners, 9.5 edges, and 9 surface. Here are some pictures. I believe, from what I remember, there were 2 corners that were, I wouldn't say they're round, but they're a little sus. at that point, and the surface had this weird dot on it that you can only see with the black light, so I didn't think that would be an implication. However, he was hoping to bump this to a 10. I thought there was a legitimate chance. However, I did let him know with the corners that you might probably just get a 9 out of it. So we're going to take a look, and hopefully we got the best out of it. We got a 9. So PSA 9 on the slab, from BGS 9 to PSA 9. Next card. This is for Dan. This one, it was I believe, a FCG. I have this. Okay, so it was a FCG 8.5. Centering was 8.5. Corners 8.5. Surface 8.5. And edges 9. Post some pictures up here for you guys. I found a lot of flaws on this card, to be honest with you. Actually, I advised against grading this because I thought that FCG's grade was a little bit generous. I didn't think that it would cross over well as far as that goes, but I stay out of it. I just share my opinion. And then, like I said, I do what people need to do as far as that goes. So hopefully we did get a 9, and got a 6. Like I said, there's a lot of edge wear. There's also a dimple on the hologram, as noted in the pictures and stuff like that. And it's a bummer. I love this card. Griffey, obviously, one of my favorites. So, unfortunately, an FCG 8.5 here ended up being a PSA 6. I do agree with grade, though. But, you know, we keep going. Next one. Also for Dan, this is a Shohei Topps Now. This card was, let's see if I can find it. I think this was a PSA 8. Gave me. Let's see if I can find it. Well, here's the picture. I don't know if I have the label, but here's a picture of the card. It was in PSA 8 slab. Also going to put up some of these pictures right here. And as you can see, there's quite a bit of scratches on this particular surface. It was really bad. It was a PSA 8. There was a bottom left corner, I believe that was white. And there's nothing you can do about it. It was paper loss. So I cleaned it up. It looked a pretty nice surface, but that corner isn't going to make the grade much better. We were hoping to bump this to a 9, and we got a 9. All right, so that's good. Good. All right, next one here. We also got a Ellie De La Cruz. This was, I believe, a FCG 7.5 he sent me. I'll put the picture up. And I couldn't really see why it would be a 7.5. Surface had some issues and stuff like that, but I cleaned most of them off. I felt that it was going to be 50-50 as far as PSA 9 or 10. I was leaning a little bit towards the 9 just because one of the corners, it's not rounded or anything like that, but it looked potentially a little bit crimped. So I just used some moisture and stuff like that, and I got it a little bit to pop out so it didn't look as bad. But hopefully we can get a 10, obviously, but I think it's going to be a 9. All right. The Fuchsia Lava Refractor. So PSA 9 over here. So 2 bumps. That's good. FCG. 1 success and 1 not so success. Here is the other Dwayne Wade, looks like. So, all right. So this one was also a PSA 8. First time around. Same thing. Cleaned it up. Surface looks really good, but there's just so many corners on these cards that I told him, man, I'm crossing my fingers, but you know, I never feel good about it when there's so many corners. And I could tell you they weren't perfect. There was at least 6 on one of these cards and 4 on the other, where I didn't like. But like I said, hopefully one of them got a 9, and we got an 8. Hey, we tried, so at least we didn't get a downgrade, right? All right. So next one, this is for Paul. So we got a bunch of cards actually for Paul. So I'm going to see if I can pull this up, the notes, so that I can kind of read through them for you guys as we go. First card. All right, this looks like this card. All right, this is a 2019 Topps Jeff Bagwell Silver Pack 35th Anniversary Gold Mojo. This is numbered to 50. So this card, I'm going to pull this up right now so you see some of the pictures. But the notes says a couple of minor surface issues that can be taken care of. Sorry. A couple of minor surface issues that can be taken care of. One corner has wear, and the back top right has 2 crease lines, which eliminates the possibility of getting a near mint grade, in my opinion. I did clean it up. Updates blemish. I'd updated it. Said the surface blemish on the bottom right I did removed. The one by his head is his headshot, I should say, is minimized, but it's still there permanent. So I don't think it would get a near mint grade, but this was a PC, I believe, so he said grade anyway. And we got a 6. Yeah, it's those 2 creases up there. Whenever you get a crease on the card, it's really hard to get anything above excellent. So all good, no problem. Next card, it is another Jeff Bagwell. I believe this is in the 91 Stadium Club. The card was actually super clean, minus there's a indent here on the top right corner area. So there's the pictures. Notes I put: surface indentation on upper back right region, about 3/4 inch long. 7 or 8 is my guess, and we got a 8. All right. So that's about right. But those are PCs, so like I said, for him, not a big deal. Next one is looks like a Donruss Diamond Kings for Jordan Alvarez. So this one, let me pull it up here. All right, so this one's the numbered to 20 of 75. A lot of back edge wear in my opinion, so I didn't feel really good about it, as you guys can see in the pictures. And why it's showing up in that particular color style is because, you know, I use a black light on everything. But note says clean surface, minor edge and corner wear. I'd lean heavy on a 9. Very low probability of getting 8 or a 10. So I'm hoping for a 9, and we get a 10. Look at that. Love it. A little bit wrong, but at least it was on the right side of the coin. All right, next card we got a 2007 Topps Target Factory Set Mickey Mantle Relic card. So I think these were in the box sets back then, obviously. This card, I said bad edges all around, all the backside. I thought it'd be an 8 at best. And we got an 8. Cool. Okay, this will be the other Mickey Mantle then, I believe. Okay, cool. So Mickey Mantle over here, this is the 2006 Topps Target Factory Set Mickey Mantle. This one was actually incredibly clean, except for I felt there was a weird surface indentation. So notes say weird surface indentation line on the bottom. It should be an 8, but if they don't spot it, it'd be a 9 in my opinion. So there was one little corner fray, but it was very minor. It wasn't even worth putting a picture on just because it was so minuscule that I don't think it would really matter. But we got a 9. So I don't know if you can see it, but it's just basically all the way across. But it's a little indent. It's weird. It's not like a scratch. It's not a line. All right, next card. It says 2019 Topps Chrome Austin Riley base. Rookie just, my notes just said PSA 10. So I'm going to just flip this over. PSA 10. I don't put that designation on a lot of cards. All right, next one is a 2022 Topps Finest Flashbacks Aaron Judge Prism. It's a refractor number to 35 on this one. I put a couple surface scratches as noted in pics. It should be able to remove, but I'd lean 75% still towards a PSA 9. And we got a PSA 9. Look at that card though. I love that. This is, I think, the 95 flashback reminiscent. Like that design, I loved it. So cool. Next card. And let's see, we got a 2022 Finest Flashbacks Giancarlo Stanton Prism Refractor. Same thing, number to 35. My notes say clean. $5 says it's a PSA 10. And we got a PSA 10 on that. Look at that. Very nice. Cool. Next one. This is a 2022 Donruss Wander Franco Marvels, numbers 37 of 349. This card had minor surface issues. Still a shot at a PSA 10, but don't be shocked if it does come back a 9. It's on the top. It was one of those things where it does take away from eye appeal if you notice it. And with PSA, sometimes you never know because it depends, you know, who sees it or not. So I think it'd be a 9 because I saw it, but you never know. All right. PSA 9. Still a beautiful card. All right, next one. This is a 2022 Allen and Ginter Chrome Austin Riley Gold Mini Refractor. Notes just say clean PSA 10, so PSA 10. It always feels good when you're like right. You know, it sucks obviously if you're not, but you know, Like I said, a lot of these have minor flaws. There's no card here that looks perfect, honestly, when I was looking through, but trying to just see how many flaws you can get away with. Next one is a Pete Alonso 2022 Topps Chrome refractor autograph. So this one I said on the notes, as you can see the pictures, I'll pull it up, but minor scratches, they can be removed. Dimple in the corner, however, cannot. It's in the pics. 50-50, I thought it would be a PS 8 or 9 because of that. And dimples, it varies, depends on the size, and there's, you know, there's so many factors as far as that goes. So safe bet, 8 or 9, and we got the higher of the two, PSA 9. Awesome. Next card, 2021 Topps Chrome Jordan Alvarez. This was in a RCG slab, RCG 9.5. I put, my notes say 2 dimples plus corner. So as you guys see in the picture, there's I believe upper back corner on the right. It's pretty white. 50-50 in my opinion, PSA 9, but I've seen weirder things happen, so I'm not ruling out a 10. The dimples are pinholes. That's the difference. They're not like significant. You really have to look for it. So I guess a 9, but let's take a look. We got a 10. Cool. Take it. Next card here. 2022 Topps Triple Threads Jeff Bagwell auto patch. I believe this is numbered to 9. So my notes on this one, this is autographed too, with a patch, thicker PSA slab as you can see. Notes say one of the cleanest triple threads cards I've ever seen. However, that corner, however, makes this very likely a PSA 9. There is one corner out of this entire card, and we got a PSA 9. Still just beautiful, good edges. Everything looked really nice on this card. Next card. This was I think this was Aqua, right? Okay, so got a 2016 Panini Donruss Optic Rookie Tyreek Hill. This was a HGA 9.5, had a 9.5 corners, 10 edges, 9 surface, and 10 for centering. My notes said that I could be harder on corners than PSA, but 75% of my money would be a 9. But since it's all subjective, you do have a legit shot at a 10. Also said I believe HGA is losing their quality. Minor surface issues. This was after I cracked it out. Most of it did clean up nicely, and then I changed my mind, said 50-50 on a PSA 10 at that point, and we got a boom, PSA 10. Congrats, Paul. Very nice crossover. Next card here. It's the other Tyreek Hill. So I think this was also in a slab. Okay. This was a BGS 9 mint, a 2016 Donruss Optic Rookie Signatures Blue. This one's numbered to 75. So it had 8.5 for centering, 9.5 corners, 9.5 edges, 9.5 surface. My note said top to bottom centering is pretty bad. Could sneak away with a PSA 9, but would it be worth it? And then there was more notes. And he talked to me, said, if you think it will go a PSA 9, I would like to get in a PSA holder. Replied, I think there's a real shot at a 9, and honestly even a small chance at a 10. If everything else is clean on it, or if everything else on it is clean or can be cleaned up after I crack it, centering is 60-40 and 55-45, which is not ideal, but does not actually rule you out for a PSA 10. So Paul said, let's crack it. Oops. And let's see what I say. I said cracked, appears to be clean. PSA leniency on centering does give it a shot at a 10 as it measured exactly 60-40. Everything else on this card looks solid. He said awesome. So, man, I don't know. I think it's a 9. I don't think centering was 8.5. I think BGS was on crack a little bit. Probably a 9. Well, I guess for their standards are different. So 8.5 for BGS standards. But either way, drum roll. Boom! PSA 10. Congrats. All right. On to the next. Sorry, I don't get super excited about stuff. But next one is this one's the 2021 Panini Prism Dan Marino. This is the red cracked ice. Notes say top to bottom is off, but overall pretty clean. 50-50 on a 9 or a 10. And we got a 9. Don't win them all, right? These 50-50s are exactly that. Just depends on the person. Next one is also the cracked ice. This one's not numbered. Okay, so this is a 2020. Centering is pretty bad, left to right. Back left edge is questionable, likely a PSA 9. And we got PSA 9. Man, the stack's getting big over here. All right, so next card, another Merino. This must be the last one. So, all right, 2020. It was a green scope. Okay, so this one's numbered. I believe it's a 75. Yeah, so it says cleaned up nice. Bottom back corners are sus. I'd say it's a 9. And we got a 9. So feel free to take a look. I don't think I took pictures of the corners, but they were sus. I guess those are my notes. But you take so many pictures, and that's what you get. All right, next one is the, I made one of these on my shorts too. It's the Dan Marino. I cleaned it up a little bit. There's some gunk on it, I believe, and there was also like a small upper left corner or upper left region, I think, indentation. But notes say gunk cleaned up and auto cleaned up. Yes, I cleaned up the auto. There was stuff on it. Dent on the upper left quadrant. So 50-50, PSA 8 or 9. We got an 8. All right. Still a very nice surface. Looks good. Next card. This is a 2022 Topps Chrome Cosmic Jonathan India Orange Galactic Refractor. I don't want to ever say that again. That was really long. Number 14 of 25. Notes say beautiful. Card looks like glass at this point. Should be a 10. Note some of the surface issues as far as scratches go, but I did a little bit of work, and we got a 10. All right. Whew. It was a long sub. I appreciate you guys watching. This is probably one of the longer videos just because there's a lot more cards than I usually send in. So next one is a 2022 Bowman Chrome Sapphire Raphael Devers Orange Refractor, number 48 of 75. Notes say small pinhole dimple on his right upper quad. Outside of that, the card is clean. Betting man would put this at a 9 just because it's on his quad, and I believe the pants, it's easy to spot a difference in terms of like surface. So I think it's a 9. We got a 9. Cool. Okay, next card. This is Brandon Marsh. Okay, so Brandon Marsh is one of these. This one says it's a 2022 Bowman Chrome Sapphire Yellow Refractor, 46 of 50 on my notes. And this one said cleaned up incredibly nice, high probability out of 10. Paul says grade, so we got a 10. Awesome. Next card here, Mookie Betts. I don't know which one this one is. There's 3 of them, so I'm just going to flip this around, and then I'll find the notes on this one, and I'll post it up. So, I'm 33 of 75. Gem Mint 10. So this one, note says clean, high probability on a PSA 10. Awesome. All right, well, that was short and sweet. Here's another Mookie Betts. Don't know which one this one is either because there's another one right behind it. So I'm going to flip this over. Another orange, another PSA 10. Notes say clean, high probability of PSA 10. Do I tell you why? No, but the pictures will typically show you why. Okay, next one. So this is the last Mookie Betts, so it's got to be the Aqua. Number 64 of 99 per the notes. It says minor dimple on his right arm. Clean otherwise, PSA 9 or 10. And we got a 10 on it. Not nuts, like I said. It's not about finding a perfect card. It's about, just seeing what flaws can get you the best grades still. Next one. Sapphire Aaron Judge Aqua. That's the only one here. So 78 of 99. This one says half-inch vertical hairline print line on it. Coin flip, 9 or 10. And flipped. Gem Mint 10. Congrats. Isn't that crazy? Like a lot of the notes I say print lines or whatever, and some will get a 9, some will get a 10 just because it's literally a coin flip at that point. For me personally, I don't send those cards because I'm cheap, but like I said, I stay out of it. As far as for other folks' cards, I just give you my opinions. You tell me what to do with it. Next one's a Joey Votto purple sapphire, 7 of 25. Notes say small vertical print line and a couple marks on the surface, as noted in these pictures over here. My money would be on a 9. All right, a 9 it is. Next card. Okay, this is a 2022 Topps Chrome Carlos Stanton Green Wave Refractor, number 52 of 99. Notes say cleaned up decent. Scratch blends in a bit with the card, so it may or may not be considered an eye appeal issue. However, there is a print line. There is a horizontal print line that may kill you. 50-50 PSA 8 or 9. And we got 8 on that one. So as you can see that right there. Crazy. All right, well, PSA 8 on that one. But we know why. It's one of the biggest things. Like, you see a lot of videos, people are like, it looks perfect, but I got an 8, so there aren't cracks. Someone broke up with his girlfriend or whatever it may be. It's not. It's just you got to understand what you're looking for. Next card here, 2022 Topps Chrome Black, Giancarlo Stanton Green Atomic Refractor, 36 of 99. Clean, high probability on PSA 10. PSA 10. All right, next one is, what is it? So 2022 Bowman's Best. This is Tatis Green Lava Refractor, number 90 of 199. I said 50-50 PSA 9 or 10. I didn't put notes on this one outside of that, but the pictures, I believe one's a print line and one's a scratch. Scratch is removed, but print lines you can't, and those are always 50-50. And got the 9. Okay. Can't win them all. All right, next one. 2022 Topps Chrome Black Juan Soto Green Refractor. This is number 66 of 99. Clean, high probability on a PSA 10. You'll note in the pictures there's a bunch of circles. Those are all scratches, and those were all removed. And that's why the notes do say clean, high probability on a PSA 10. And we got a PSA 10 on it. Beautiful card. He's doing better now, too. He's up to like 260, I think, batting. Next one, it is also a Juan Soto Atomic Green, also numbered to 99. This one, it said, cleaned up pretty nicely, 50-50 probability on a PSA 10. There were some scratches I couldn't get off, but most of them did come off. But we'll take a look. 50-50. Got a 9. All right. Cool. Next card here. This is a 2022. Actually, there's multiple one of these, so I don't know. There's a Nolan. Well, whichever. This is a Nolan Arenado, one of the refractors. So this one is numbered to 5 of 75. Got a gem in 10. So let's see. Notes on this one say 2 vertical hairline print lines down the middle. Small probability still for a PSA 10, as they are very hard to find. And we got a 10 out of that. So when I say hairline, it's really like, you got to really look hard. Next one is a Nolan Arenado. You don't know which one it is. This is number 45 of 75. So this also got a 10. Here's the pictures. And the notes do say cleaned up nice, very minor imperfections. Still a coin flip on a 9 or a 10. Well, we flipped it and got a 10. Next one here. I don't know which one. There's another Nolan Arenado after this. Okay, so this is a yellow. Okay, this one, atomic yellow. All right, so this is Nolan Arenado. Pinhole dimple, still 25% probability of 10, but likely going to be a 9 if they catch it. And we got a PSA 9 on this one. So there you go. And this last one is a green or aqua. Where are the notes on this one? There we go. All right, this one says clean, high probability of PSA 10. All those circles you see on the pictures, those are all removable scratches or thumbprints, surface blemishes. And we did get a PSA 10 out of it. So awesome there. I don't know why they got out of order, but when you have this many cards. All right, next one is a Paul Goldschmidt. Where's this bad boy? Looking for the notes on it. Allen and Ginter. Apologize for the, I'm trying to find my notes so that it's, oh, there it is. Okay. So this is a Paul Goldschmidt, Allen Ginter Chrome Gold Refractor, number 38 of 50. See all these pictures? It says, my notes, all scratches removed, dimple right on the Cardinals' eye, the right side. PSA 9 likely, small shot at a 10. So I don't know if you guys can see it, but on that Cardinal, there's literally a dimple in the eyeball. So unless you were looking hard at it, I don't think you'd notice it. That's probably the best place you could have had it, just because it looks like the eye. But we got a PSA 10 out of it. Awesome. All right, next card, Goldschmidt. There's a bunch of them, so I don't know which one it is. So we'll just flip it over. We got a orange, got a 9 out of it. Notes say on this particular one, number 16 of 50. Is this one numbered? Yep, 16 of 75. All right. This one, the notes say all scratches are removed, but unfortunately there is a dimple right on his chin. PSA 9 candidate. We got a PSA 9. Chin's more noticeable than the eye of the cardinal. Next is another Goldschmidt. This one's a sapphire yellow refractor. This one, obviously got a 9 here. It says 1-inch vertical print line right down his face. PSA 9 candidate. So when it's noticeable like that, you know, that's what it is. Another Goldschmidt. This one's a yellow refractor from regular Bowman Chrome. This one said, 1 permanent scratch remains. It's right above his helmet, and the eye appeal is compromised. I'd still give it a 25% shot at a 10, but I'd lean on it as a 9, and we got a 10. Crazy, right? Man, all right. So next one, this is a Finest Flashbacks. This was a SGC. Yep, there we go. Got an SGC 10 here, Paul Goldschmidt, home plate designed autograph. This is number 5 of 25. Notes say, super clean from what I can see from inside of this slab. SGC 10 and corners look good, so I'm confident it should be a PSA 10. As Paul says, let's crack it. I say, okay, I cracked it. There's 2 vertical surface scratches above the auto. I cleaned them up and good to go. So, boom, PSA 10. Nice. That's awesome. Okay, next one. This is a 2019 Bowman Chrome Prospects Julio Rodriguez Megabox rookie. This is a HGA 9. We did one of these for Paul before last round, and it was also HGA 9. It was a quad 9. It came back a PSA 10. This one, my notes say, I feel like HGA just hates this card. As in the slab, I think there's a very high probability at a PSA 10. I can't identify anything but the edges visible in the slab that warrants 9 on their subgrades. So let me see if I can find that. Here it is. 9.5 corners, 9.5 surface, 9 edges, 9 centering. Paul responded with, let's crack it. And then I said, cracked out, 75% still chance for a PSA 10. I believe there's a backside pinhole dimple. That's the only reason I said 75%. But outside of that, this card looked 10. PSA does not grade backs as hard as they do fronts. Boom. Got a 10. All right. We're almost done, guys. Thanks for hanging in. Next one is a 2019 Topps Chrome Vladimir Guerrero rookie. This wasn't an RCG 10 slab. Paul wanted me to see if we could send this to Beckett. My notes just say no to Beckett, yes to PSA. 75% shot at 10 due to one of these corners, as you can see in the picture. And we got a 10. Okay. Next one, Shohei. This is a Topps Chrome Shohei Ohtani Silver Pack rookie. This one looks good to crack, in my opinion. I said I feel there's a small 25% chance of getting a 9. There's one minor corner blemish, super minor. And like I said, those are hit and miss. You never know if they catch it. But 75% still had a chance on a 10. But I said, but since it's a corner, Paul said, let's crack it. And we got a 9. All right. Here we go. Next one. This was a HGA 9.5. That Shohei was also HGA 9.5, by the way. So, okay, this Shohei was, this was a HGA 9. Corners were 9.5, edges were 9, surface 9, and centering 9.5 on the Shohei Ohtani. Notes just say I will crack and clean this one tomorrow. And then the next day, which is actually 3 days later from the timestamp, it says cracked. Backside has a pinhole dimple that they may not catch. Still a 50-50 chance for a PSA 10. Boom. All right. Nice. And then we got here. We're almost done, man. All right. This is a Pujols. Okay, this is the Sapphire. Okay, so Sapphire Aqua. 4 of 99 notes and pictures for your viewing pleasures. Notes a small permanent scratch on the St. Louis logo on the bottom left of the card. Still a high probability of a PSA 10 as it blends in my opinion. PSA 10. Thank you for blending in. This one's nice. This was a 2003 Topps Chrome Albert Pujols hit by pitcher game worn jersey refractor. So notes on this one. Surface was pretty beat up. Let me take a look at the pics. There's tons of surface issues. But they did clean up fairly well. It won't gem, in my opinion. Higher probability of an 8 than a 9, but there's still a chance for that. So Paul said the grade, and we got a PSA 8. But that cleaned up really nice. Cool. Oh, I thought it was the last card, isn't there? There's 2 more. All right, this one is a 2022 Bowman Chrome Sapphire Miguel Cabrera, yellow 31 of 50. Notes say, and those are the pictures here. It says most of the surface imperfections came out nicely on this card, minus a few sticklers that may or may not be dinged. Centering is heavy, top to bottom, at the 60-40 cusp, in my opinion. This one is on the eyes of the beholder. Edges and corners are in the gem mint ratio. Weird one, as it could range anywhere from a near mint to a gem mint. And it's because of the same thing as the eye appeal, and it was a print line, I believe. But there was a couple of them, so you never know. Ooh, and we got a 7. So near mint. All right, so we hit the near mint mark. All right, and last one here. Last card. 2022 Bowman Chrome Sapphire Miguel Cabrera Aqua, 22 of 99. Let's go out with a bang. Notes just say cleaned up nicely. Surface is free of issues from what I can see. Top to bottom centering is off, but right at the cusp of a PSA 10 guidelines. It's a crapshoot, as it's purely subjective. Corners and edges look pretty good, as well as on both sides of this particular card. Gem Mint 10. Like I said, there's really not much difference between these two, except of you can, it's like how you, I don't even know how to explain it. It's like one of them, you get a feeling just because of the way that you can view it, see it. I don't know if it's the color on this card or anything like that. And the other one, like it blends in. They're there. As you can see from the pics, like they're there. It's just a matter of like how you look at it, I guess. So, ooh, that was good. My throat is dry. Thank you for hanging in there if you guys watched that. So, there's lots of slabs here. We didn't get all of them to cross well, but let's see. Julio got a PSA 10. Shohei got a PSA 10. Tyreek got a PSA 10. Paul Goldschmidt got a PSA 10. This one got a PSA 9. That was a HJ 95. The 2 D-Wades got 8s. The Griffey got a PSA 6. That was a FCG 8.5. The LeBron stayed at a 9. And the Tyreek Hill got a bump from a BGS 9 to a PSA 10. There's a couple more. I think the Ellie De La Cruz was, like I said, FCG 7.5. So that bumped up to a PSA 9 as well. So everything's subjective. I hope this particular reveal shines a lot of light for you guys. There's not one card in this entire stack that was perfect to send. Now, having someone was talking to me a little bit about if having the giant microscope hinders my judgment, and it doesn't. It actually, I feel like it kind of helps educate me as far as what's acceptable and what isn't, to get the grids that we'd ideally like. So I hope this does help in depth. Thank you so much for all you guys messaging me all the time on Instagram. I answer everybody on everything. And the goal here is to have you not send me your stuff, because this was a lot of work just to clean everything up, put all the notes, take the pictures and stuff like that. And that's what I provide. But like I said, if you're desperate and you want to try it out, you're welcome to. But I try not to advertise this as a business, because it's really not. I love doing this. If I could just give you free advice all day and talk to you about it, I'm happy to do that instead. But yeah, continue to DM me. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you so much once again, and we got more coming, so stay tuned. It might not be for a while, but we do got it. So thank you again. Have a good one.